Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, right? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm really excited that you guys are here. Um, Today, we are going to be talking about being more confident in and yourself. I saw a lot of comments after yesterday's live, people talking about this being a posing course and Denise's posing course, and it's so much more than that, and it's so hard for me to articulate this to everyone what what you are going to learn. So in the strip down course and with the strip down methodology. And so I've brought in some of my amazing alumni. We have Kim Gallegos here. Kim, wave at everybody. I have everybody muted so that it's not a bunch of echoing. And then I have Amber Rose with us. Amber, wave at everybody. Hi. And then we have Tiffany Smith with us. Yes, hello. And then we have Celia Carter who's joined us as well. Awesome. And oh, this is awesome. I just saw this pop up. Um, if you are with us and you have not signed up through Restream and you are wanting to ask us a question or you're wanting to comment, make sure that you put your name at the end of it, because someone today is going to be winning a really awesome surprise. Actually, none of my alumni students who are here right now even know what this gift is that I'm going to be giving away today. It's a brand new product that people have been asking me for that I've created. And someone today who stays with us through this live is actually going to get it. And this is not going to be available for sale for some time. So this person who's going to be getting it is like really lucky. It's going to be part of our event on Friday as well, this super surprise bonus. So stay with us. And I want you guys to also ask questions of these students. And I want you guys to understand that what I'm trying to teach you, what I've been really pushing is that we need to move past the whole idea of just posing. This is so much more than that. And I understand posing is a thing that we struggle with so much. But when we move past that, well, first, when we put some foundations in place, when we put our foundations in place and we learn how to coach and direct for body language, when we learn how to use categorical thinking, posing kind of sort of melts away and becomes a non issue. We don't even have to worry about posing anymore because it's led by these two other things. It just becomes so easy. But this also, the methodology and the free education that I'm bringing you, it just changes the game for you in so many ways. It's not just about posing, it's going to change everything for you. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. And you guys, I'm not being rude, I swear. I have two different monitors that I'm working off of. So if I look in different directions, forgive me. So we're going to start over here in our presentation. There we go. You see my little blue dot. Okay, so we're on bonus day one. And so I want you to meet some of my best and brightest as they share their experiences from taking my class, working with me in person, and how it's affected their business. I want you to get some of your questions answered because I know to a lot of you, I'm new. You don't know who I am and you don't know what this strip down thing is about. And you're like, what is this posing thing? It's not just a posing thing. So I want you to get those questions answered, not just by me, but by people who have actually gone through it and had massive transformations. And then again, I want you to stay through till the end because one lucky person is going to win something that I've been working on that is available only during pre-launch. I'm so freaking excited about it, you guys. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I'm Denise Birdsong. In case you don't know who I am, that's who I am. Denise motherfucking Birdsong, as Cara Marie says. As Van Gogh once wrote, I feel that there's nothing more truly artistic than loving people. And this is 150% true. I think in our genre as boudoir photographers, we need to bring our whole heart because we have a massive responsibility. We are dealing with the most delicate parts of people. And that is like, that's the secret sauce stuff. That's the incredibleness of our art form, right? I'm a published international award-winning fashion, wedding. Yes, I love shooting weddings. I know a lot of you don't. I really do. Boudoir and portrait photographer. My past students are some of the industry's best and brightest, including many of the industry leading educators of today. And I'm passionate about sharing knowledge and information. And I strive to elevate the industry by providing solid and valuable information every single time I go live. So I'm never going to go live with some dumb shit. I'm always coming in with some kind of value that I can bring you guys. Promise. Okay, so as a former dancer and a former model, many, many moons ago, I have a very unique perspective on photography, um, because I was able to draw on my experiences of like having to tell stories without being able to speak. Right, as a dancer, you can't speak. As a model, you don't get to speak. You have to use body language and emote in order to tell stories. So I learned how to do this myself, and then I was able to kind of intuitively coach and direct my clients and create connection and emotion without really thinking about it. It just sort of happened. But after I had so many industry peers asking me like, how the fuck are you getting images that are so different than mine? Um, I was really kind of confused because I thought, well, shit, how are you not getting images the way that I get them, right? Like I didn't realize that there was a disconnect until I did. And once I did, that's when I created Strip Down so that everybody could do this. Um, and using the strip down methodology, photographers like you, just like you out there, and all of my amazing students are able to build a skill set that allows you to grow into your brilliance. And you all have it. Every single one of us has it. We just need to be willing to, and all of you girls are going to nod with me. I know for sure. We just need to be able to walk all the way up to our vulnerability, edge, the very, very edge of our vulnerability, and then put one little toe right into the fear pond. And once we do that and we realize, oh shit, there really is nothing that scary over here and I can do this. Once you get to that place, and I take you there, I literally take you there. And so do your fellow students. So it's a journey we all go on together. Once we get to that place, that's where you let go of all of that fear and anxiety. And that is where all of the magic happens. It's just like, that's the place where dreams are made of. And you guys, seriously, my students here are using this method and they're not stuck in all of the posing stuff and all of the difficulties and all that. They've stuck their toes in the fear pond and they've moved past it and they've grown so immensely. I'm so proud of you, ladies. You guys are absolutely freaking amazing. And they're creating like beautiful, unparalleled works of art. You're going to see that in a minute. And they're enjoying the lifestyle that they've like dreamed of. They all feel confident in calling themselves professional artists now and are doing well like with their clients, creating so much more variety in their work, and their sales are higher. And even though stripped down in and of itself, we're not talking about the business course, but stripped down in and of itself is not about business. It changes your fucking bottom line, period, end of story, because you have so much more variety, so much of a deeper connection that you create with your clients that they buy so much more and they come back and they send people to you. And it's kind of like a cascading effect. It just happens. The more you step into your brilliance, the better artist you are, the better connections you create, the more you're going to bring to your clients, the more they're going to give you back. It's this dance that we do with them during the session, during sales, aftercare, all of it. It's like this beautiful courtship. It's fucking amazing. So we've got some amazing entrepreneurs here with us today, and you guys can be those, amazing, well-paid entrepreneurs and artists yourselves as well. So you guys can't see that because we're all at the bottom of the screen. Well, shit. Sometimes this stuff happens. So I'm going to read it off the other screen. So today is an alumni roundtable conversation. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing another alumni roundtable conversation. It's going to be at 4:00 tomorrow. And then on the 20th, we're going to have the Portrait Pyramid Posing Bootcamp Day 2. On that day, the bonus we're going to give away $100. We're going to have that super surprise giveaway that you're going to find out about today. I'm going to be giving away my flow posing guide. Do you guys like the flow posing guide? Yeah, it's dope. It's like the best flow posing guide in the industry. It's the best posing guide in the industry. It's a monster. I'm going to be giving away a portfolio review, and someone is going to be winning a scholarship to the next stripped down course, which is now, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's 20 weeks now. It's not 12 weeks anymore. It's going to be 20 weeks. And I don't know if y'all heard me go on that rant yesterday about the business course that I'm adding to it. Whoops, I kind of stepped over the line with that one again. And you guys are going to get to know that about me. Anywho, we're not going to go that direction today. We might. I don't know. It's me, right? And then on the 21st, we're going to have an invite-only celebration for everybody who signs up. And we're going to have a big old party. We might do some day drinking. I don't know. If you don't drink, maybe some day smoking. I don't know. We're just going to have a really good time. If you don't do either one of those things, we'll dance. Something. We're going to have a lot of fun. Okay, so one of you watching live today is going to be winning my brand new all-encompassing styling course. That's another thing we're giving away too. I forgot about that. So I have a 4-week styling course and I am revamping it. And so someone is going to be winning that today as well. So two people are going to be winning stuff today. And if you hang out with me through the end of this training and ask one question, either to myself or to the students, you're going to be entered into a random drawing to get an all new exclusive surprise product that I'm launching, only available during Bootcamp Week for free. Let me just clarify this. Colleen.
Yes.
Is this styling course for everyone who's here today, or is this for one person?
Well, everybody can have the 4-week styling course that you have now, but one person is getting the all new one today.
Okay, so we're going to drop a link for that freebie for my 4-week styling course because it's really good. You guys, I built this massive studio wardrobe that is just not necessary. I spent way too much money on doing it. It's a pain in the ass to keep organized. It's no bueno. So I actually created a styling course for you guys on the basics that you need, hair and makeup, styling, like the whole thing. So that is available to everyone now. We're going to drop that shit in the links at the end of this. But one person is going to be getting the new and revamped that has an Amazon store connected to it. So it's like really simple for you guys to buy things. And then that'll be available later at some point for people to purchase. But today, someone's getting that for free. Woohoo! Okay, so like I said, always trying to bring the value. So I want you to remember that I'm going to continue going live right here in this group every single day this week and next week. That's not in here, but I'm going to be doing it next week too. Y'all are going to get sick of my mug. Anyway, I'm going to be bringing you a ton of bonus value and opportunities for you to win really cool prizes every single day. We're doing Thursday, May 19th, which is tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Student Roundtable. We are doing Friday, May 20th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's the really important one. If you want questions answered and you want to hear about my students' experiences, it's hard for me to sell this program because it's so freaking big and robust. There's so much to talk about. It's so much easier for you to hear about an ROI, which is return on investment, from my students who have actually experienced it. So this is one of the reasons they're here. That, and I want to showcase them because they're brilliant. And for those of you watching, I want to showcase you guys too, because I want all of you to be brilliant artists and very well paid artists. I want you to make the kind of livings that you deserve to be making. And then again, that's scholarship. So that's where we are. Okay. So I want you to please welcome Kim. We're going to be bringing Kim in now from Allure Boudoir in Laredo, Texas. And I'm so excited about this. I hope that the setup we have is going to work. Let me see something really quick. You guys, y'all bear with me, okay? Let's try this. There we go. Yeah. Now we get to really see these before and afters. This is going to be dope. Kim, I'm going to go ahead and bring you in, my love. Okay. I am so incredibly proud of you and your growth and everything you've done, how much you showed up for yourself in the course. And that's really important. Showing up for yourself in the course, coming in, doing the work. I am not a one of those educators who kind of like brings you education and drops it and walks away. Like this is one-on-one mentoring basically. I am with you through the entire process. When you're afraid, I'm there to help hold you up. When you're falling down, I pick you up. Like I take you through the entire process. And Kim, you did such an amazing job showing up and actually doing the work and being present for yourself so that you could actually go on and be so incredibly present for your clients. And you guys are going to see exactly what this looks like. It's amazing. Amazing. So, are you ready, Kim? Are you ready for your befores?
No, they're cringy. But yes.
Okay, so I think to us, because we've been through the course and we know and understand the difference between just posing people and using the same old posing guide and all of that kind of stuff, to us, they're kind of cringy. But to the rest of the industry, baby, they're very standard. It's very typical boudoir photography. So don't be too hard on yourself because we don't know what we don't know until we
Exactly.
know it. And then once we know it, then we can go on and make more magic. So I don't want to, let's not put down the previous work. Let's not do that. Okay. Let's just say at that time you were showing up for your clients as the best you could. And you
Yes.
never showed up for your clients without the intention of giving them the best you possibly could give them. And so you were giving them the best you could. But then you took strip down and you learned how to bring them even better. So let's look at it that way. So it's not cringy, baby. It's just an evolution. It's a beautiful evolution, is what it is. It's not cringy. Okay,
All right.
good. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay. So these are some of Kim's before and afters, and I'm sure that a lot of you out there are looking at these, and you're like, "Well, this is a beautiful picture. This is a pretty boudoir picture." And this is a very typical pretty boudoir picture. And I'm sure that your clients were, pleased with them. And you did the best. You showed up as best as you could for them. And then you invested in yourself so that you
Mhm.
could be a better artist and you could connect better with your clients and that you could help them explore all the things that they wanted to explore about themselves and create those safe spaces. We have some more of our before pictures. Again, this is a lot of stuff that we see in groups, and people would see this and be like, "This is like." There's a lot of people out there who are watching who are going like, "Oh, I want to create work like this," right? Like they just want to
Mhm.
create work like this. And then, bam, bitches! Are you kidding me? You take the strip down course, and we've gone through. I'm sorry, I have to go back for a second. Sorry. We go from mouth closed, doe eyed, not quite sure what she's feeling. Again, a little bit of tenseness in the face, the hands being very, very posed. Um, the kind of stuff that we do because we don't know any different. And then you bring it hard. Like, are you kidding me? These are so full of, my God, who she is. That is some serious confidence and some beautiful longing and absolute joy and total desire and some more beautiful joy and definitely some desire over here. And then we got some coy flirtation going on. And instead of just taking static poses, we're actually creating work that's telling our clients true story. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about the transformation of what you were shooting before and what you're shooting after. And I'm going to quickly answer this question. Someone said, Kim, is that a model in the after pictures? It's absolutely not. This is a regular client. This is not a model. This is someone that Kim learned how to coach and direct and make them look like a model. Now, remember, you guys, I used to be a professional model. So, one of the things that I teach my students is how to be professional models, right? Kim, like I taught you how to model so that you can coach and direct and show your clients what to do so that they don't feel silly. So let's talk a little bit about the difference between your befores and what you're creating now for your clients. And I'm so proud of you. It's stupid. I am most proud of you. The images are beautiful, and I'm so grateful that you are being able to deliver this kind of work for your clients. But, baby, honestly, the transformation that I watched in you from being a little bit timid when you came in to being like balls to the wall in the in-person workshop and really stepping outside of your comfort zone and going to the places where we ask our clients to go, but going with them. Um, I'm I'm more proud of you for doing those things than actually creating these pictures. I'm proud of you for showing up for yourself because when you do that, this is what you can create. You're a badass. Period. End of story. So talk to us about that, babe.
So I did see a question in the comments, and I'll kind of go back to what you were saying, but I think really sticking to you being as authentic to the emotions is of the utmost importance. It doesn't matter if you don't know anything else. Really sticking true to connecting with yourself more than anything is going to get you results like this. Because if you don't know it, then you're going to feel awkward about it and it's going to show it. Like you're just like, oh, how do I do this? Or, oh, like you need to really step out of your comfort zones. Like comfort zones should not really, I guess, exist as you're the photographer. Um, because if you feel silly, they're going to feel it regardless. You know, this person, you know, loves to just want to be able to feel them good about themselves, and they're coming to you to trust you to do that. And if you don't deliver, they're gonna feel it, they're gonna see it. So take your time. I feel a lot of the times with the posing, you're so fixated on, okay, make sure that the knee is in, the chin is up, and okay, hold that right there, and all you're getting is tension. If you really allow a safe space for your client, and more importantly for yourself, to really showcase this, you're going to get the work that you want to get. But again, you have to put in the work. You have to really connect with your emotions. You have to really get familiar with yourself, because if not, then you're not going to get the results. Like you really have to get in front of your own camera, get in, you know, if you want to get in your lingerie, if you want to do it in your sweats, doesn't matter, because you can really showcase it. I mean, my girl here has a freaking crop top sweater on and she looks hella hot. That's like her, I think it's cropped off, but her underboob is showing and it's just like, you know, she slayed. But you see her on any given day, she's a gorgeous girl, but she's really shy and timid too. So we brought it out of her. I don't know. Did I answer your question?
Babe, absolutely. There is no right or wrong, right? It's only the only thing we could do wrong is not try. So you're doing fantastic. Someone said, what do you do if you have a client that's not very coachable? Do you want to pick that up or do you want me to pick it up, Kim?
I can get that. So
Okay.
the only reason a client really wouldn't be coachable is really a reflection on you. And I'm sorry. That's gonna be we're gonna speak uncomfortable truths here. If there's anybody that you're gonna learn the most from, it's Denise, and Denise is gonna keep it real with you. So if you're not creating a safe space for your client, you need to see that. Now, are there those extreme cases that they're not coachable? I don't know. You're going to get something out of them, but you really need to look at it and slow it down, really take it back to the basics and see what are they comfortable with and build from there. Because once you start establishing that sense of trust, that's really where that in, they're incapable of trusting you at that point if they're not coachable. They want to be in control. They want to have that sense of control, and you need to showcase that it's okay. Your studio, your shooting space, whatever it is a safe place for them to let go of that control. So really doing the work, getting to know them a little bit better, letting them know what they can anticipate, that's going to really set the foundation for letting them give you a little bit of control over how they showcase or how they show up. I don't know if
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
want
add to that really quickly. I'm gonna just tail on the end of that. When our clients show up, they're terrified. They don't, I mean, we've prepped them, but they're still scared. It's usually the first time they've done this. And the whole world has always told them in one breath, your physical appearance is your currency and fucking be ashamed of it all at the same time. Like, how do you reconcile those things, right? So they come to us and they're like, God, I want to experience these things, but I'm supposed to be ashamed of it. We have to normalize all of this for them. And in order to normalize their sex, their sexuality, their sensuality, their body, and their how they feel inside, their emotive states inside, things that maybe they haven't explored, they've been too afraid to explore. They've been told good girls don't do that, or you're going to be a slut, or it's not safe to be vulnerable, or longing is sad. Like, all of the messages that we get in the world are stuck in their heads. Our job is to eliminate all of that bullshit and give them a safe space where we know what all of these emotions are like, what they look like, what they feel like, which is why we have to become the models first. When we know and understand what these things are, we create that safe space for them, and then we guide and coach them through all of it. And Kim does that beautifully. All of my students do that beautifully who do the work. They come out badass motherfuckers who can really provide life-changing experiences for their clients, where clients who might have been ashamed of, I'm just going to go to the extreme, guys, of their vagina, and who are like, you know what? I don't need to be ashamed of this. It's part of me and it's okay. Or ashamed of feeling desire, or unsure about if it's okay for them to show pleasure, or like, or feel pleasure in the presence of someone else. And that's when you do it with them so that they
to.
don't feel stupid. Because listen, our clients are like sharks in the water. They smell fucking blood and they will come for it. If you are not confident in what you are doing, they're going to know it, and they are going to be empathetic, and they are going to pick up on it, and they're not going to be able to do it with you. So back to that question, if you can't do it, if you can't show it, if you can't hold that safe space, that's where your clients are not coachable. Now, not every single client is coachable for every single emotive state. That is true. And we have to be careful because we don't want to cause any damage. We don't want to push anyone further than we want to. But they are coachable for something that's true and authentic and is not just the thong in the fucking panty or the feet up on the goddamn headboard. We can do better than that, and we have to do better than that. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're not titty and ass mills that are just turning out these images. If we really want to empower our clients, we need to give them agency over their emotions like the whole world hasn't done their whole lives. We need to create that space, and we need to take great pictures. It's not their job, it's ours. We're the leaders of this. And there was a follow-up question on that, Kim, that I thought was really interesting. Someone said, do you do a discovery process prior to the shoot so you know the emotions the client wants in their photo? I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to let you follow on it. I do teach my students how to prep our clients and talk about the different emotive states. And then there's a discovery process that actually happens during the session, because I just did a bunch of shoots for my students. Andrea is in here right now. Did a shoot with Andrea. We had a conversation before, and she was like, not sure if I want to be shot this way. I really kind of think I want to be shot this way. I'm open to it, but I'm not sure. And then the day of, we got in there and she was like, you know what? Fuck it. Shoot me that way. I'm ready to go. So it kind of changes as you go through the process and once they're in the studio with you. Kim, do you want to speak to that?
I definitely agree. I mean, much like a lot of us probably do, I do the consultations and, kind of talk to them before the actual session date. And they're nervous. They're anxious about what to anticipate. A lot of the times these are not repeat clients. These are friends of friends that have heard so many things and they're just like, I want to do it. I just don't know what to anticipate. And so I kind of just walk them through it. I talk to them before they schedule all of that fun stuff. But the day of their shoot, that's when I break it down because you don't want to overwhelm them either. They're already nervous. Don't tell them, oh, and we're going to do this number and that number, and we're going to talk about emotions and this. And it's like, wait a minute, what? Like, I thought I was just coming for a couple of sexy pics. Like, and it's an entire experience. So you really want to, like Denise says, kind of walk them through it and guide them. There's going to be times where you lead them, and there's other times that you're walking right beside them. And you need to let them know that. You need to let them know that you are right there with them the entire time. So right before, doing their transformation process, hair and makeup, we're just keeping the conversation very light, very casual. And then we come into the studio and it's just me and her, or me and him, them, whatever. And we start talking about it. How are you feeling? Are you still nervous? Like, talk to me, what's going on? Do a little bit of breathing exercises that we incorporate into how we're going to go ahead and do their session, like how they're going to breathe throughout the exercise. Little do they know I'm having them breathe like that to help ease the nerves. And then we talk about the emotions, like what emotions do you want to see, or what words do you want to use to describe your photos at the end of the session? Like when you see them, what 3 words do you really want to use to can really capture your experience? And a lot of the times it's like, I just want to feel feminine. I want to feel sexy. And so you break it down and you explain how we're going to go ahead and capture that. But there is a breakdown of it. It's not just like, okay, so we're going to look coy. Well, what does that mean? We're going to look, this, that. No, you break it down and you walk them through the entire experience.
Yeah. I'm seeing some stuff popping up in the questions. You guys, I promise you, I'm going to get back to you. But I just want to push forward with this because we need to share some more of this beautiful after work, like these emotions. This is the kind of work we all want to be creating. We could have very easily stuck a heel in that thong. You know what I mean? But instead, we've got this beautiful emotive state that our client is really going to connect with, and they are going to buy these images. They're not going to be able to not buy them because they're so emotionally connected to them and they're so incredibly beautiful. I mean, oh God, Kim, I'm so proud of you. These are so gorgeous, my love. They're like absolutely amazing. Colleen, do we have more of them as well?
There's one. I think there's one more. There's 2 more.
Oh, look at this.
Those are
beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so proud of you that you're showing up for them like this and that you're able to take them to these beautiful places that are inside of themselves and they're not afraid. And you know why they're not afraid? They're not afraid because you're not afraid. And you're not afraid because you took strip down and you did the damn work.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so incredibly proud of you. It's just, it's amazing. Is it, Colleen?
One more.
Okay. Just stop. The emotion in this is gorgeous. This is not your typical boudoir. It's just so beautiful. We're taking it from taking pretty pictures to actually capturing the beautiful, wondrous worlds that are inside of our clients and actually showing them all of the beautiful things about themselves that they never get to see. This this is exactly why I do what I do, because I know that Kim is out there changing people's lives, giving them incredible experiences and allowing them to connect with themselves without feeling any kind of shame, without feeling badly about themselves for being who they are because of the way that we're oppressed so much in our society. Thank you so much for doing this for your clients, Kim. It's so incredibly important, and I'm just so proud of you. You've done such beautiful work, and I know that you will continue on doing it. Um, and for those of you who don't know, Kim is not just a photographer. Go ahead, Kim.
Stop. So I'm also a counselor. I just recently passed my licensing exam, and I offer that as I'm trying to really integrate therapeutic photography into counseling. So I'm hoping to eventually do a dissertation on what I've learned based off of really here, struck down, and what I do professionally and full time, and really put some education out there. I think it's important because I've seen the impact. I've heard women that come into my studio walk away from toxic relationships, finally holding their head up high because of the confidence that they finally were able to reconnect with themselves. And I know because of this program, I know 100% that there's science behind it. There is, one of the things we've discussed in the past, and I think Amber, you were there. Um, the body keeps a score, and this class, if you have not read that book and you're going to take this class, I highly recommend it, only because when we're connecting with our bodies, we're releasing all of that trauma. We're releasing all of those things, as Denise said, all that shame and all that guilt that we've carried. And we're finally letting it go. We're connecting with our beautiful bodies, no matter size, shape, shade, nothing, none of that matters. And we're saying it's okay. It's okay to love myself. It's okay to hug myself. It's okay that this feels good. It's okay. I'm giving myself a pass. And eventually, when I love myself enough, I'm going to let my partner enjoy that part of me. And that is what my clients come in for. That is what that experience includes. Without going into too much detail, I recently posted, best advice for a breakup. And it was incredible to see a lot of my clients say, go have a shoot with you. Like, and I mean, I'm not saying you have to have a breakup to have a session with me, but that was how they reconnected with themselves, because they see the work. They see that, wait a minute, she's a mom. Wait a minute, she's working. She's a teacher. She's this. She's that, and she can still look sexy. Then I can do that too. They're finally giving themselves the permission, and I think more than anything, that's the connection that we've actually created in my studio. So yes, I'm a counselor, and I see like right now I see like 4 clients, and it's funny, when I got my paycheck from that practice, I was like, that's my session fee. So I'm like, it's okay, that's cute. But my heart is here. My heart is right here, not just because of the income, because let me tell you, I just had one of my biggest sales. Somebody bought 70 of their photos. 70 photos at $150 each. Y'all do the math. Like, come on now. They could not walk away from their images because there was diversity in it. It wasn't just,
Yeah, it's real, it's authentic. And
there
these are
was,
all of the things, yeah, these are all of the things that I teach you in Strip Down. Like, I walk you through week by week, module by module, all of these things. I start by stripping you guys down so that you can do the same for your clients. And I hold your hands as we go through it like nobody else in this industry does. You guys, have a direct line to me. I don't know how many phone calls Kim has gotten from me, Amber has gotten from me. Everybody gets like these calls. You need me? I'm a phone call away. I'm not like your typical educator. I am there and I bring it hard, and my students work and how they are thriving financially and how confident they are in their work is absolute proof of that. Kim, they're asking what book you're talking about. I believe it's The Body Keeps Score, right?
Yes. Yeah, you can find
Okay.
it on Audible and on Amazon. So I like Audible more than I do an actual book. I can't focus.
Yeah. So I think we all need to say thank you to Kim for sharing her amazing work with us. You're amazing. This work is amazing. I saw a couple questions in here I want to address really quick. And then someone said, is Kim mentoring? Not yet, but we're looking at bringing in Kim as part of the Strip Down family at some point. Kim and I have talked about this. Someone had said, will we get information on how to enroll, such as cost, time, commitment at the end of the week? I tried looking around. Yes, all of that is going to be available on Friday, and I promise you, and I think all of the girls here will agree, your ROI on this is absolutely out of this world.
Two shoots.
Say that again?
2 shoots paid for.
Yeah, 2. I mean, yeah, 1 to 2 shoots, and the course is paid for. Someone said, would you say filling the frame with mostly the face helps convey emotions? Yes and no. Emotion is within body language. So it's in everything that we do. It's not just in the face. And you'll learn all of that in Strip Down. But to answer your question, it's through body language and facial expression. Someone said, how long after taking the course did you feel confident in leading clients in this way? Can I answer that, Kim? And then you can correct me if I'm wrong. It was during the course. It's like during the course, this is happening. It's not after the course. We are working on this on a weekly basis. You have practical application regularly. I walk you through it. You have videos of me doing it. And then I do Q&As to support you guys. And I do homework assessments for everyone who posts their homework. It's incredibly intensive. There was one other thing that I saw that I wanted to respond to really quick. But I'm not seeing. As someone who struggles with connecting to my own emotions, this is super intimidating to me. Is there anybody who wants to pick up that question? Okay, Amber, I'm going to go ahead and let me just make sure that this is. Oh, shit. There we go. Woo! Okay, so our final image. Get it, Kim. Oh, yeah, Kim did that shit, and that's amazing. Oh, my God. It's so good. Oh, Kim, I'm so incredibly proud of you. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and we're all going to come back on right now. So, and I'm actually bringing in Acelia now as well. So, Acelia, I'm bringing you back in. Going to add you to the stream. I'm going to put you on mute. Okay, so someone who said, as someone who's uncomfortable, let me find it again. It moved. Where did it go? It was basically, as someone who's uncomfortable with connecting with my own emotions, this is super intimidating to me. Amber, do you want to take that one, babe?
Yeah.
Okay, floor's yours.
I truly suffer with connecting with my own emotions. I'm either all emotion or no emotion. And that's usually me on a day-to-day basis. I suffer from PTSD, especially from a rape that I had a couple of years ago. So dealing with being a boudoir photographer, you know, being in this industry and constantly re-triggering myself on a day-to-day basis and being re-triggered by others, I kind of had to get over that, honestly. Like I had to figure out a way to center myself and find this like peace where I knew I was safe. So I had to figure out, okay, my studio is the safe place. If I feel safe, my clients are going to feel safe. Okay, well, that's my second step. So my first step was to get my head right. And when you're getting your head right, honestly, it's to kind of take a step out of your body and look at what's surrounding you. Are you surrounded by negative people? Are those people feeding into the right thoughts? Are those people uplifting you in the right way. Maybe we need to cut that part out or see less of them. So when we are struggling connecting with our own emotions, we do need to kind of realize that we have to be gentle with ourselves first, and we have to take it easy. Sometimes it's hard, really freaking hard, just to get up in the mornings. But I do, and I had, me and Denise share a really recent tragedy. Both of our loved ones passed away in the last couple of months. And I either chose to kind of stop shooting in the middle of class, and it hit me hard, but my phone rang and it was Denise. Like, I didn't have to go text her and be like, grandma died and I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I was a blubbering mess, and I couldn't think from my next step. And all I could hear her saying to me was, Amber, just breathe. And that's the main thing that she teaches you in class. Breathe. And that's the basis of life, right? Breathing. So if we just stop for a second, no matter what we're doing, even if it's with our clients or we're getting overwhelmed, we're feeling intimidated by others, just stop and breathe. Find that peace, whether it's in your studio, in your heart, grab a hold of it, give it a hug, text Denise, be like, I'm not doing okay. As long as you have her on your stream, make that connection, and she's going to help you. She'll talk it out. If you're struggling you're feeling depressed right now, why? Is it imposter syndrome? Let's talk it out. What's going on? There are classmates in your course for a reason. These girls up here, they're my real friends. These girls were there for me, actually, more than my best friends were before when I was grieving. And these girls are across the country, across the world, actually. A close one, she lives in Trinidad. So the connections that you make are actually more healing in your own person than it is when you're just out there buying posing cards and out there just trying to grab every ounce of knowledge that you can. This is a whole new world that you're putting yourself in. You have to make sure you're mentally ready, because Denise is really, truly going to strip you down. And if you're not mentally ready for that, it can be hard and it can be scary. But she's going to hold your hand. It's not scary. She's like your mom during a nightmare, right? She's going to be right there and just holding your hand. There were nights where I was crying. Oh my God, so many tears I've cried to Denise. And she's wiped every single one away. And that's why I've dedicated so many hours just to loving her, because she's literally become a person of you. She is that emotion. Denise gives you this power to remind yourself that when you can't connect, here's a little plug-in, right? Remember where those roots are. She's going to give you that root. Just plug it in. And if you can't connect, there's somebody in that class. There's somebody there. And if Denise isn't available, Kim is. If Kim's not available, I am. If I'm not, Akalia is. If Tiffany is. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. You cannot be alone once you're established within these people. I grieved for a week, and literally my messages were, Amber, where are you? I didn't see you. What's going on? You okay? And they were genuinely concerned. They weren't just like, why aren't you in class? It was a genuine concern for my well-being. My friends don't even do that. My friends were more concerned that I was just not able to watch their kids. So the people that you surround yourself with are going to be your main kind of energy folder. It's that whole manifestation, right? So you need to remember, if you're putting yourself in with the right people and surrounding yourself with constant people who are always striving for success, striving for good emotions, for positivity, your brain is going to think that too. So when you are struggling, stay away from people who struggle. And I know that sounds hard, and I know that sounds like it sucks, but from somebody who constantly struggles on a daily basis, and I have to go to therapy, and I'm on the maximum amount of meds, and it sucks. But the best thing that I've had for me is just to put myself back in with the right people. And it's artists. It's people who love the art for the art, not for the money. The money comes when you're passionate and you can do the work. But, just like, weight loss surgery, the surgery doesn't make you skinny, right, guys? I've had weight loss surgery. It's the work that you do that makes you skinny, right? It's everything that you do. When you bake something, you can't just put all the ingredients in the oven. You actually have to assemble it. And sometimes you have to carefully assemble it. And sometimes you actually have to carefully cool it too. So just remember, be gentle with yourself and surround yourself with the right people, because everybody else is going to mimic that behavior.
Yes, all the love, Amber. You've been so amazing in class and so good to your students, and you have grown so incredibly much. So, to the person who said, I struggle with connecting with my own emotions, this class is for you 100%, because you are going to learn how to let go a lot of the trauma and the things that are holding you back from connecting with yourself, and be able to connect with yourself in beautiful ways, and then show up for your clients and be able to do the same thing. And at the end of it, you're going to walk all the way to the edge of your vulnerability. You're going to dip your toe. You're going to put your little toe in the fear pond. And then you are going to make magic. And guess what else? You're going to be fucking free. You're actually going to be free, finally. This course is about preparing all of you to be free and open so that you can show up for your clients in that way. And yes, I teach all the technicalities of the emotions and how to get them, how to coach and direct for them. Someone asked, you teach how to sell these type of images to clients. Yes, I do teach how to to get clients comfortable with seeing themselves that way and not be like, oh, I'm not used to seeing myself in passion. That's weird. That's because you have a client who's still holding on to shame. So we too teach our clients how to let go of shame, and then they are open to this type of imagery. They don't want just nice pictures of their tits and asses. They want so much more. They want to experience it. When we can demonstrate, when we can be the change, when we can show the change for our clients, then they can follow along. You are the sum of the 5 most important people that you have around you. This is scientifically proven. And so let's get in and do this, and let's do this shit right. Because you know what? If you're not willing to do this, I'm going to step in the shit again here, you guys. If you're not willing to do this, you probably shouldn't be shooting boudoir photography. You should go shoot families or maternity or something like that. If you're not willing to hold that safe space and get down with your clients and allow them to do that, when we have such an awesome responsibility as boudoir photographers, and we have such incredible opportunities to change lives, that if we're not willing to do that ourselves, how can we do that for our clients? And if we can't do that for our clients, we can actually be causing damage. And if we're causing damage, we should probably be in a different genre. And that's okay. Boudoir is not for everybody. There is no right or no wrong. But if you're not willing to do that, you might want to rethink whether or not you should be a boudoir photographer. If you're not willing to do this class and you're not willing to become the best you so that you can be the best person for your clients in such a terrifying, intimate, vulnerable space that they have to come into, what are you doing? What are you doing? Go shoot maternity. Go shoot mommy and me. Go shoot other genres. If you're on fire and passionate about this genre because you want to empower women, then fucking give them the agency to be exactly who they are in a goddamn safe space, because you know how to do that. And if you're not willing to do that, think about something else maybe. I know I'm going to alienate people with this, but that's okay. You need to hear it. I'm sorry. The industry's not telling you. The industry is telling you, get a kit camera, slap the prices on the shit. Doesn't matter if you have good work or not. Put the thong in the panty, get the shot, do it. No, 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 no. That's everything that's wrong with our industry. experience first, all of the money will come, especially with the 8 to 12 week business course. That's going to help you guys a lot. But it will come once you do that. And if you can't do that, you really need to sit with yourself and consider, am I damaging people by doing this? Am I perpetuating the bullshit that they think that they need to be? Am I not giving them the space that they need to be who they are? We're here, we've come into this for a reason. So really examine your why. If you're not willing to take this class, if you're not willing to strip down, if you're not willing to open up, should you even be doing this? That's a big ass question that you guys really need to be asking yourself. I'm just going to roll through these questions really quick. Did anybody guys, did you guys see anything that you want to answer?
Can I add something to that just real quick? Everything that Denise did, whatever Denise just said, but stop getting in your own way. Like that's the only thing you're doing with all those excuses that you're telling yourself. You're getting in your own way, and it's hard. But being an entrepreneur is hard, and nobody tells you that it's going to be easy. And if it is easy, it's not worth it. It takes balls to do what we do. Ovaries at this point. It takes it. We do the damn thing. So give yourself the credit. You took the leap. You're listening to this course. You're listening to this live. Stop getting in your own way. Like, if you really believe that things happen for a reason, you're watching this course for a reason. You're watching this live for a reason. Stop getting in your own way.
Get the fuck out of your own way. It's just not necessary. We don't have to do it. We can let go of it. We don't have to be conditioned anymore. We really don't. Someone asked, I saw another one. Where did it go? Damn it. Well, I don't know where it went.
I wanted to kind of jump off of what Kim was saying real quick while you're looking for that comment. How can you ask your clients to give these images and these emotions and then not be able to replicate it yourself, right? So if you're going to do this with your clients and expect them to do that, I saw someone make a comment in here and they were saying that they would feel funny. Don't you think your client would feel funny too? So you want to knock that out of the way. You want to just kind of make sure that they're not going to feel funny. So you want to nail that down so you can show them the not funny way to do it. And so that way, either before their session or during their session, you can prepare them. And so that way you guys go in and everything looks professional. Actors and everybody else, we practice. So unless you're actually going in to do a candid session or something like that, practice works. So try to, just like Kim said, get the fuck out of your own way and get that little funny feeling. When we were kids, that didn't matter. We would put pencils in our nose to look like a walrus. I mean, come on. So bring a little bit back of that and throw out that little funny feeling, because it doesn't matter. Because what looks good like this is a little bit better when you're putting that sound to it, right? Like, it's a little bit more if you give that gas. And your client's going to be like, really? Do I have to make a sound? Yeah, you do. Let's try it. And if they don't want to, do it with them. Hold their hands, because that's what they're there for, and they chose you for a reason.
Yeah, I'm going to let whoever wants to take this next question, just let me know. This sounds like real school, which I love, not just here's the worksheets, now go. It sounds like something I have to look into. So it's hard navigating through educators to find what's real anymore. Tiffany, do you want to come in on this one? Okay. There we go. Okay.
Wait.
I got you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We were doing it at the same time.
It's okay.
Okay. So I think this question was for me. I think it was made for Tiffany, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
When I started Strip Down right out the gate, all this information started pouring in. Okay. And I was like, what the fuck is this? It was so much information. I actually messaged Denise that night and I said, am I in college? I went through college. I have a degree in psychology, and I couldn't believe the amount of information coming to us. So it is not something that you're used to as far as photography education goes. It, from what we've come to know as education, it is so much more than that. It is the book work. It is the prep work in person, or calls with each other. It is so in depth. I never expected it to be that. So I was pleasantly overwhelmed with the amount of information, because I still refer to some of that today. And I've been out of class for a while now, and I still go back and look through it all. And I'm so thankful that Denise has poured her whole heart and so much time into this. Like, there is nothing that she doesn't touch on. So you will get a lot of information, yes, but it is absolutely worth it. You'll refer to it in the future. Like, you will be so thankful that you got all of that.
Awesome. Acelia, do you want to add in to that?
Oh.
Let me unmute you. There you go.
I started in the industry just going on 3-4 years ago now. And I didn't like formal education because I don't do classrooms very well. This classroom I love, and I'm addicted, and I miss the calls from Strip Down. Like, the weekly calls are phenomenal. The connection you create with your class and Denise is better than college, in my opinion. So, I mean, I finally feel like I've found my tribe, like in the course and in the classes and in learning, and the weekly calls are amazing through the course. And I've done it without attending the weekly calls, and then with attending the weekly calls and the live in-person workshop, and do it all because the in-person workshops cemented in. For me, I needed that cementing it in. My work has changed and leveled up immensely since the workshop. So she offers it all. And like, I looked into other workshops and I've looked into other courses, and I do my homework. I do my research. I didn't like the outlines. I did not like what they taught. She throws so much, like they said, if she throws so much at you the first couple of weeks, you're like, whoa, wow, am I in college? I feel like I'm in college. I'm learning so much. I learned so much about art and photography, more than the college photography course would have taught me. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, babe. Amber, do you want to jump in on this one?
Totally.
Okay.
All right. Just my pants on this one. All right. Honestly, let's see. I love education. That's something that I pride myself on. So over, I don't know, the course of the last few years, I've actually spent the time and the money taking all of those other educators' classes, guys. And I didn't like them. I didn't learn anything because I already knew those things. It was a big waste of money for me, and it was a big letdown. It actually made me lose respect for those photographers because I actually felt like I was used. I was used just for a penny, and it was frustrating. Those photographers now are my peers because they don't have anything more to offer me. I feel like now my portfolio is actually maybe just as tight as theirs. And then for years, I had been following Denise, and I loved her work. But then when she had mentioned Strip Down, I was like, I'll never be like able to do that. I had seen another person go through it who was Elena Marr, and I have been just the biggest fan of Elena and Denise, and just I had seen like what they had done together. And I was like, what are they doing? Because the before and afters from their work after the first series was incredible. So I kept them kind of on this radar, and I kept watching. And then finally, she announced that she was going to do Strip Down again. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. And at this point, it was a few months before even the sign up was, kind of able to even be open. So it was just everybody talking about it and everybody just getting around to understanding what it was going to be. So I had no idea really what to expect. I was assuming that it was going to be me paying money for a course that you download, and that, I could probably watch a couple of videos of somebody telling me what to do from a business school that they learned back in 1980 or back to 1999. And it probably doesn't work in today's society because why? Time changes constantly. So, okay, well, she probably might offer me some posing cards. That'll be beneficial. Might be worth it. So that's kind of that mentality that I had before I even really knew what I was going into. But I knew there was something because Elena wasn't a nobody and Elena was doing shit and Denise was doing shit. So there was this big something that I needed from them, and I knew that I was missing because I had everything else that all these other people were doing. I could do the same portrait work. I could do all of these things. I know lighting like the back of my hand. Like, my goodness, I could talk about lighting all day long. But there was something missing. And one day, I got to meet Denise, and I was sitting in Las Vegas, and I was bawling, like I always do with her, and it slapped me in the face. It was emotion. Now, with Denise, you literally are presented an actual academy. You're not just given posing cards and a course that somebody else has paid for, and it's probably somebody else's other knowledge and somebody else's other knowledge that they've probably just tweaked 5 words and made it their own. And they're all about money because they're not booking enough clients, and now they're going after photographers. That's exactly what is going on, guys. And if you look at the picture, are those photographers booking constant clients? No, they're trying to book you. But Denise isn't. She's booking clients, and she's not trying to book you guys. She's literally trying to help you book the clients because she is tired of seeing people just take the same picture over and over and over again. She wants art to be subjective again. She wants art to be emotional again. And truly, that's what needs to happen. And I'm on that same damn agreement again. I'm tired of seeing the same picture, and I'm tired of women going, well, I went to this other photographer and I felt like crap. We've all heard that story. We've all heard the woman who came from another photographer or, had her selfies leaked or something like that. It's our opportunity to change that. But where do we learn how to change that? Okay, Denise's program. That's where you learn that. You learn how to be a passionate person. You learn how to be this gung-ho amazing artist through this program. I've been reading these comments and it blows my mind. You guys, all of you guys are artists. All of you guys are amazing. I've only taken this program once. And I mean, you don't have to constantly retake a program over and over and over to better your work. It's you have to better, you personally. And that's what Denise's program does.
Oh, you just said something so incredibly important that I have to speak to. Listen, you guys, a lot of the education out there tells you, like, do what I do, follow me. And I'm not throwing stones. There's really good education out there, but you have to be able to learn how to take from it what works for you. The way that, sorry, I just smacked myself in the face. I'm so excited. The way that I look at the course and how I teach it and what I want for you guys is that I'm almost like a conduit, right? I don't want you guys to be me because every single one of us is an artist, and artists are not the same. We don't pose the same. We don't emote exactly the same. We don't edit the same. We're not going after the exact same clients. Some of us like to do very moderate boudoir. Some of us like to do mild. Some of us like to do spicy. Some of us like to do kink. Some of us like to do erotica. Some of us like to do all of it. Some of us like to work with OnlyFans girls. Some of us like to work with call girls. Some of us would never do that. Some of us would never work with a sex professional. Some of us like to edit all in black and white. Some of us like to have neon. Some of us like it really light and simple. Some of us like it really bright and airy. Blah, 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 blah. On and on and on and on. I am not here. I am absolutely not here how to tell you what your art is to be. What I am here to do is to give you the skills and the tools and the foundation that you need to walk you through it, to hold your hand through the process of building these things up so you can become you, not me, you. I will never tell you to be like me. If you want to shoot like me, that's fine. I don't care. But it is not my place to tell you what your art should be. Your art should be yours. I just want to bring you everything that you need. And so then people say, oh my God, like Terry Hofford was your student. She's such a brilliant, incredible artist. You did that. Oh my God, Cara Marie was your student. She's such an incredible, brilliant student. You did that. Oh my God, Jessica Ray was your student. She's such an incredible, brilliant artist. You did that. Oh my God, Kim Gallegos was your student. She's such an incredible, brilliant artist. You did that, Denise. I can go on and on with the list of people that I have taught who are industry leaders today. And people are like, oh my God, no wonder they're amazing. They're your student. You know what I answer to that? They're amazing because they took the class, they showed up for themselves, and they became their own unique, brilliant artists. You guys, it's not me. I bring you okay, so let's just be clear. I am one of the very best educators in the industry, hands down. I'm dope as fuck, for sure, for sure. But I teach you guys how to be, that's my brilliance, is bringing you the information and the skills and the knowledge and the tools and helping you get to that place where you can become beautifully and authentically you. I am not the reason Cara Marie is fantastic. Was I part of her growth journey? Yes, I was. I am not the reason that Terry is amazing. Was I part of her journey? I was. I'm not the reason Kim is amazing. Was I part of her journey? Yes, I was. Same goes for the other ladies here. I am working to build you up so that you can be what you need to be. You are not a number on my spreadsheet. I do not need to take like the accolades for what it is that you do. I just want to bring you that foundation and those skills and that knowledge and that information to get you there. Oh, sorry. Had to tangent there for a second. Again. Okay. So, I think we've had a lot of good questions here, but I have a couple that I want to get to. So, I'm just going to ask them, and anybody who wants to take them can take them. Are we running too long, or can I keep going?
I mean, you can go. It's been an hour, but you can go longer.
Well, if you want the free stuff, you're gonna have to stay longer. Okay. Okay. So, what was your work like before you discovered the strip down methodology? And did you feel that anything was missing from your work? Does anybody want to take that one? Okay, then everybody does. Okay. Let's start with Acelia because we've not had her on much. So, Acelia, come on in, babe. I unmuted you. Oh, let me unmute you. There you go. You're in.
When I first started, I could literally take a pose and copy it. It was flat. It totally was just a basic image. Like I didn't stand out. And in my area, there's thousands of photographers because everybody's a photographer around here. So no, I couldn't stand out. After strip down, don't even recognize my own work. I'm like, hey, wait, no, that's my work. That's not, like everybody else in the class or on Strip Down that's posted the before and afters. I'm like, oh, I want to be that person. Well, guess what? After this workshop, I'm like, oh, I am that person. My work leveled up like 10 years in 2 days on the workshop. No bullshit. Like, oops. But, yeah.
That's okay. We can talk about no bullshit. Fuck it. Guys, we keep it real. Awesome. Thank you, Celia. I'm so grateful to be part of your journey. I'm so honored. Okay, who else wants to grab that? I'm going to let one more person grab it. Okay, Tiffany. Tiffany's got that. Unmute yourself, babe.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to do it or I was doing it. I'm probably the worst with this, as Denise probably remembers from class. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. And I think this is super important because I think so many of us struggle with this. I see it in the groups all the time. Up until literally this morning, till this morning, I suffered terribly with imposter syndrome. Probably one of the worst students Denise has ever had with it. I don't know if she remembers or not, but I'd post my homework and every single time I'd put a negative comment about my work. Every time. And up until that point, I just never thought I measured up to anybody. I would see everybody's. I mean, I'm jealous of every single photographer I've ever seen in my life. They're all amazing except me. I'm sure many of you can identify with that. And as time progressed through the class, I started getting a little more confident and a little more confident. And then I was like, wait, it had, my work didn't change. My editing didn't change. My shooting didn't change. My camera settings didn't change. People changed and emotion changed. And I did not ever have a person, I don't know if you guys are used to this either. What do I do with my face? What do I do with my hands? Not one person has asked me that in weeks because they don't have to worry about those things. I actually use that imposter syndrome to improve myself. I use it in addition to Strip Down to improve myself. I dug deep and tried to figure out what part of me felt that. And then I would use that emotion that my clients would actually respond to. For anybody that said that they would be embarrassed or scared or to show their clients, the emotions, they don't know any better. Okay. For one, if they have never done a session before, they don't know what to expect. They're scared as it is. So whatever you're coaching them through, that's what they think is supposed to happen. Okay. I remember, oh my God, our first Zoom meeting too. I'm sorry, Denise, I'm making this really winded. I remember our first Zoom meeting. She had us do a breath exercise together. My daughter was in a car accident simultaneously and it wasn't bad. But they called me and I was like, thank God, because I'm going to be sitting on this fucking Zoom going like this, like how fucking embarrassing, right? To a bunch of people that I don't even know. Yeah, right. Okay. So at first I was like, okay, I can't do this. No. As you go on, you'll see you get so much more comfortable with it. And you realize that if they don't know any better, there's no reason to be scared. Okay. So as I started getting clients while I was in the class, because I worked a lot while we were in the class, I had sessions a lot. I would be like, fuck it. I'm going to do this. They don't know any better. They don't like it. They'll never come back to me again. It's fine. Right. But then I noticed like they started responding to me and I'm sitting there breathing with them. And I was like, okay, pleasure was kind of a hard one for me because that's something that somebody really can get into. Okay. I actually did that one first because it was the one that made me the most uncomfortable. So I would have them, do pleasure. And I'll actually show you guys, if you don't mind, I'll show you a photo I did this morning of my daughter, who's my hair and makeup artist, this morning of pleasure that blew me away because that was the one I struggled with the most. And as of today, I know I'm worthy of what I'm doing. I deserve what I'm doing. And it's because of this class. I cried weekly in the Zoom meetings because I was the one that was hardest on myself. I was the one that didn't think I deserved any of it. And I can tell you today, I'm 100% a different person. I'm the exact opposite of what I was weeks ago. I'm confident. I'm happy. I love what I do. I'm passionate about it. And my clients see it And I'm getting clients coming back for a third time within a year because they want to do something, and it's different every single time. I was the tits and ass photographer. I'm gonna be honest. Every session I was the tits and ass. Now it is 100% the opposite of that. Show me your face. Let's get in this. Let's get deep. And they love it. They actually love it. So you will too. And I just wanted to say that because there's the difference between what I was and what I am now. I overcame so much through this course, so much. And I believe in myself now. And that's the most important thing. You have to believe in you for them to believe in you too. And I was an imposter with that up until now. And I'm completely different now. So I just think that's important for people to know because I know people struggle with that.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Tiffany knows so many of you come into this not believing in yourselves, and don't you worry. I will believe in you when you
called me. You called me after that first week too. And you're like, something had happened and you called me and you were like, if you don't believe in you, I'll believe in you until you do believe in you. And I want you to continue believing in me because I do believe in myself now 100%. Like I can say that with 100% confidence. This course changed that for me. I am a completely different person now. And I thank you, Denise, for that because I love you to death for that. I love you.
I thank you for showing up for yourself and for doing the work and to getting to the place where you can, not just with your work, babe, like I think we all think of imposter syndrome as a bad thing, but I think imposter syndrome is actually a deep intuition about skills that we might be lacking or that are underdeveloped.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we start working on them, that goes away. And you took the time to like actually shine a light on that and do the work. And what that means is not only is your work going to be better, Tiffany, but you're going to have a more beautiful life. And I've done now with you what my mission is, what my purpose, what my why is. And that's making the lives of the people that I work with better. Because when I can do that, when I can make you see all the beautiful things about yourself and you recognize all of those beautiful things and embrace them and feel good about yourself, then you get to live that life that you dream of and you get to pass it along to your clients. You guys, this is such a huge passion of mine, is like bringing that to my students. And I will fucking believe in you until you believe in yourself. Like I absolutely will. Thank you so much for sharing, babe. And thank you for showing up for yourself and doing the work. It means the world to me. Thank you for believing in me. And thank you for trusting the process and allowing me to be part of your journey. I'm incredibly humbled and very honored. Yeah.
Thank you. Because you could really keep this to yourself and you're giving 100% of this to us. And we are thankful to you for that. It does transform everything and you didn't have to do that. So thank you very much. I love you. Thank you so much.
I love you right back, baby. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're awesome. Kim or Amber, do you guys want to pick up on that? I think it was, how do you feel, or how has your business been impacted since using, actually, let's move on. How's your business been impacted since implementing the strip down method into your work? Does anyone want to grab that?
Kim, you want to go?
So I'm booked. I was panicking because, as I mentioned earlier, I was testing for my licensing and didn't mark it, didn't do any of that. And somehow I was able to push through even some of our slowest months. I was so disappointed that my average goal was like 15,000 a month and I exceeded it. I was like, wait, how am I doing this? Like, I've only had like 3 sessions. So people just like what I'm bringing to the table. Really, like, there's no, I like to have science behind a lot of it, but there's just nothing else to it besides it's different from what they're seeing. It's not the prompting, the say refrigerator and whatever other bullshit prompts that they try to get you to do to make you laugh. No, like it's a genuine, they feel that genuine connection. And a lot of my clients are really word of mouth. Some of these people don't have social media, so it's not like they're like, oh, I saw you on Instagram, although some of them are. Don't underestimate the Instagram though. Facebook, same thing. People are hitting me up on my website, or it's, my phone's constantly going off. I've really had to stick to, okay, 8 p.m. I'm not answering anything else. I have Sundays and Mondays off because those are my days. Those are when I get to get my cup full. Do y'all hear that though? Like, how many of y'all are burning yourselves through? And now I'm at the capacity to have a set schedule and abide by it. And I'm not chasing my clients. They're attracted to me. Like, they're coming to me. Not because some great marketing thing. I don't know how to do marketing campaigns. I don't know how to do marketing ads. A lot of this is word of mouth and whatever they've seen on social media. So it's improved by me just literally following the course and allowing my work to speak for itself. I could not say that before Strip Down. Like, even going to the workshop, I told Denise, and I still kind of get timid about saying it. I'm like, I'm not an artist. Like, stop. And she's like, what? Stop. Quit your shit. No. Enough of that. Yes, you are. You absolutely are. And I'm just like, no, I'm not. And even leaving like Oakland or whatever, I was like, I'm a motherfucking artist. That's fucking right. Denise Birdsong said I'm an artist. I'm a motherfucking artist. So like, I walked out the way my clients walk out of my studio, with my chin held high and knowing what I brought to the table. So really and truly, let your work speak for itself. Now, if that works for you, cool. If you need to do marketing and all that fun stuff, go ahead. I'm not a professional at that. I don't know. I just literally got trained on Facebook ads last week, and I've been in business for 4 years, making over 6 figures every year and doubling every year since. So how has it improved my work or my business? It's done that. I don't know. Like, I don't know if that suffices, but it's true.
I think that helps. I think you bring up a really important point. So we talked about this a little bit yesterday on the live. We are going to be bringing in that business course that is going to be talking about, and I'm going to be partnering with Elena on the marketing piece, which is super exciting. We are going to be talking about marketing, but one of the things that you guys will notice when you start shooting this way is that your client experience is so rich and so full, and their galleries are so big and so varied with emotion that your sales go the fuck up. So if you're concerned about ROI on this course, and you're not like, well, it's not like a sales course that's going to give me like templates on how to raise my prices or do this, that, or the other. We're not going to need that, because we are going to step into our authenticity and we're going to be creating beautiful work. You add so much more variety to your galleries, and your clients buy the shit out of them. I just did a bunch of student sessions. So far, everyone has purchased their entire gallery. I've not had a single person who didn't. So you're going to see that going up immensely. And then with the new 8-week business course that I'm adding on, we are going to be talking about marketing things, but just with Strip Down alone, changing the way you shoot, changing how much variety, changing the emotional connection that you have during the session and then they have with the photos, make your sales go through the roof without any swarmy prospecting, like crazy marketing tactics, any of that kind of stuff. Just being a true, authentic artist, bringing it real, your sales will go up. Now, do we need more bookings? That depends. Everybody's different. Some people want more work-life balance. Some people really want to hustle and make a ton of money. Some people have studio costs. Some people don't. This is not a one-size-fits-all. It never will be. I will never teach that. So we're going to go through once we're done learning the artistic part of it, We're going to go through all of the things that you need to know to be, and very important phrase here, you guys, educated entrepreneur. You do not need plug and play that might not work for you. You need to be an educated entrepreneur. Then, if you want to go look at plug and play stuff and tweak it so that it fits you, do it, because there is good stuff out there. But first, you need to learn how to be an educated entrepreneur, or the things that you're taught today about Instagram. Trust me, they're going to change. The shit that you're learning about Google ads or Facebook ads, trust me, they're gonna fucking change. I have changed my marketing strategies, maybe more than I've changed my underwear. It feels like, well, maybe not really, but damn close, you guys. Being an entrepreneur is not a destination. It is a journey that is ever evolving. And so that is going to happen. And you need to learn how to be an educated entrepreneur, which is why I created that course. And we're going to get to that. But even if that course wasn't here, Strip Down is dramatically affecting the sales and the businesses of the students that take it, just period. Amber, did you want to jump in on that one really quick? Or do you want me to move on to the next question?
No, I can jump in. Actually, what's really cool is that even when you're not trying to book, you're still getting bookings. So, for example, I tried to take 2 months off to grieve my grandma, and it was impossible, guys. It was almost annoyingly impossible because I kept telling people I wasn't booking. And I also was moving from northern Colorado to northeastern Colorado. And I was still getting calls. And my Google page was down. My Yelp page was not accurate. Just my website was the only thing that was really up. So this was coming from word of mouth from past clients. And I mean, you really just have to kind of understand that people seek you out, right? Like people chase you once they realize that you have what they want. And if you keep coming to clients saying, buy my stuff, that's a little bit annoying, right? Then at that point, forgive me. And I'm going to use this business as an example because I used to sell them back in the day, but like we're unique, right? You want to buy my makeup? That stuff, that gets annoying, right? So when you look like something that is exactly what something wants to buy, be that window shop, be that person that people walk by and they stop in their tracks and that's what I want. So it's a lot easier for your business to grow even when you're not spending time on it and you're just, moving and grieving grandma. I mean, I've gotten 5 bookings when I physically was not trying to get bookings. And these were people that I actually told that I wasn't trying to book. So I had to book them out into June. So that way I could save those clients, and I'm actually about to start putting up my bookings now. So imagine how that's going to go. We're going to jump right back into things. So it's a lot easier to pause your game when you have control of your schedule too, and you're not living on your paycheck. And it's also a lot easier to feel in control when you are in control. So set your hours, do block scheduling, and listen to what Denise really is telling you, because it's not always about marketing. It's not always about just having business. It is about what attracts your clients and what your clients are saying to those people, because they are going to be sitting there at coffee with their sister and be like, look at these pictures. And then sister's going to be like, oh yeah. I mean, so you got to have to understand that 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., those are your hours, and don't break your own rules.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, I have one final question for you guys, and then we're going to do our giveaway. I'm going to announce what we're doing. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so what would you say what would you say to a photographer who's on the fence about signing up for Strip Down Education? And we're just going to go, we're going to start with Tiffany, and we're going to work our way backwards. So we'll go Tiffany, Acelia, Amber, and then Kim. So you're in, Tiffany. You got to unmute yourself, babe.
Sorry.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, repeat the question. So what would I say to any photographers that are on the fence about taking the course?
Signing up for down
Signing up.
education. Yeah.
Okay, so if you're anything like me, in what I said earlier, I seen a lot of people, actually I was reading through the comments, really liked what I had to say, but it's because it's true. If you're anything like me, don't think about it. Okay. Don't think about it. Just do it. You'll be thankful that you did it after you do it. Actually, right after you start, this is stuff that you can use right out the gate. You can start using it as soon as you start. And you can, you'll start growing immediately with this. It's not something that you have to wait for. What you put in is what you're going to get out of it. So I say 100% do it. 100%.
Awesome. Okay. Celia. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you for being
You're welcome.
We love you.
Do it. Get out of your head. Find the way to do it, because your life will be changed, and so will your work. So will your clients. Since I came back from the workshop, a couple weeks ago, I've posted a couple of videos, and I've, like everybody else has been saying, they're coming to me. They're finding me. I'm not, it's worth it. Do it and you'll see the results.
Yeah. Your ROI is bananas, guys. Thank you, Celia, and I'm very proud of you. Okay, Miss Rose. What are you going to say to those people who are on the fence?
First off, what are you doing on a fence? Okay. Well,
why are
you're already
you
halfway here. Exactly. You're already halfway here. You're obviously interested. I mean, okay. The biggest thing about being on the fence, you're stuck, right? You don't want to go to college. You don't want to go back to school or anything like that. You want your art to be your main source of income. You want it to be not super duper stressful, and you want it to work, right? It makes sense to just find something that fits you as a person. It's like the perfect pair of jeans, really. Like, it tailors exactly the way you need it. And if it gets to be too much, it can slow down for you, and then you can catch up when needed. It's literally like, and we keep saying this, like a university. You make the right friends, you do study groups, you can do, even when we're doing our own homework, you can charge those models for a little bit of a fee, and you can start paying back your own ROI. Think about it, guys. The whole investment is an investment in yourself, because you are actually taking the risk on yourself, saying, am I ready to actually take a look at my emotions, my work, and seeing where I am in my life? Can I control my own business? Can I control my own artwork? Can I control my own emotions? And if you are already questioning that, then you belong here. I mean, if I can do this, half of you guys already know who I am. If this girl can go through this and handle that and, do the art that I do and talk to the people the way I do, you guys can do it too. There's literally no excuse. I've had my daughter on my living room floor, and I've picked myself back up, and I can walk back into Denise's class. Like this, I think that's harder than choosing to do this class. This class has brought me so much pride and joy than anything I've ever done in education wise. And I've done so many different, I've done EMT school, I've done paramedic school, I've done fire academy, I've done chef school, guys. I've been to the Art Institute. Like I have that much, I didn't do a yoga class for my bachelor's degree. So I technically don't have a bachelor's degree. Don't come at me. But literally, I would give all of that back to do this program over and over again with Denise. And to be a part of this program as it grows with Denise is the most tremendous thing and tremendous feeling that I can have, because I know that I'm just going to grow with her, because she doesn't allow me to not grow. If she sees me not growing, she waters me. Guys, she doesn't let you forget that. This woman literally is a fucking goddess. And even if you're male or female, it works for both sexes. So it doesn't matter who you are. If you're already here listening, you're halfway there. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, just fucking do it.
Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Do it.
Okay, Miss Gallegos.
So, I mean, they've all given you amazing reasons to do it. There really isn't a reason why you should still be on the fence by now. But if there's anything that I could add to that, is that as we get so caught up in the business component, we get so caught up on the money making. And if you were anything like what I was experiencing maybe 2.5 years ago before I joined Strip Down, I felt tacky. I felt gross. I felt like I did not become a photographer. I did not leave my 401k and benefits and all of that stuff to be a salesperson. Fuck that. That was not what I signed up for. And that's what I was feeling like whenever I was doing these model calls and doing all this other crap. If you're looking for something fulfilling, something that's really going to allow you to connect with people and create beautiful works of art, then this is what exactly you're missing. Like I'm not going to put it any other way. One of the things that I remember dearly from Denise's workshop in person was that gold thread that she wants to continue putting along out there. And that was something that I feel so true to my heart. I just recently went through a breakup, and honestly, the last 6 sessions that I've had since then have been the most amazing, because I'm not feeling like I'm so stagnant and so muted from the way I was in that relationship. I'm actually able to finally fucking breathe. And this course is really like, Kim, you know these things, you know what this emotion is like, let it show. And I had to kind of go back into my notes and figure it out. And that's the beauty of this course. You have access to this. You have access to your peers. You have access to, it's literally a family. And I guess the other bonus to all of this is the connections that you've established, the networking that you're able to do, because the people that are in here, they know they're making money. That's fine, and it's not money blocks and you're not getting in your own way and all this other bullshit. No, they're genuinely compassionate people that are wanting to see you grow and see whatever you have to offer and cheer you on. Not some of the other shit that's kind of not necessarily negative, but just not your vibe. Like, just careful who you surround yourself with. Everything I need is literally in this course, and this is probably the only course or group that I really pay attention to the most, because this is where it's at. So if you're on the fence, it's like you're paying for college at a reduced college price. I take it from somebody with a graduate degree. This is nothing compared to tuition. This is, definitely the ability to express yourself. This isn't just business. It's so much more than that, guys. And cringy or not, my fucking before photos were a foundation. And as Denise said, I grew from that, and y'all saw it. I didn't think I could do it. And here the fuck I am doing the fucking thing. So if I can do it, y'all can fucking do it.
And it's so true, you guys. If you are on the fence about whether or not to take this course, I'm going to tell you right now, fences are really fucking uncomfortable to sit on. So get the fuck off. Go one way or the other, okay? Either decide that you don't want to show up authentically for your clients and you want to be a tits and ass mill, and go do that shit. But please be careful. Do not harm people, because you have a really incredible responsibility as a boudoir photographer. Once again, you are dealing with the most delicate parts of people. So, it's like Spider-Man said, or Uncle Ben said it, with great power comes great responsibility, and we need to treat it that way. There are other genres that you can work in. If you want to be a brilliant boudoir photographer, if you want to feel firmly rooted in your skills and your ability, if you want a community that you can thrive and grow in and actually be yourself, if you want to normalize like sex, sexuality, desire, longing, vulnerability, passion, joy, all of those things for your clients, if you want to create safe spaces, if you want to go through a course that is life-changing, where I will water you so that you grow, where I am mentoring you. I do not drop the classes. I am in there with you every week. Every week you do homework. I do critiques on your homework. If you're not showing up, I'm calling you to find out why you are not. I fucking care so much. And so either head the other way on the fence or just jump over the fence and do this with me. All of my students tell me I should be charging 3 or 4 times what I'm charging for this course. And likely in the next iteration, I'm probably going to. But we are making this very affordable for you. We'll talk more about that on Friday. I would not be teaching this course if I did not think every single portrait photographer, not just boudoir, every single portrait photographer needs to know and understand this. So if you have questions about it, I think I just answered them. The question is, you need the course, period, end of story. I'm not your typical boudoir educator. I'm not your typical educator. You're not going to get more than you're going to get from me, and you will not grow more. But you do have to show up for yourself, and you do have to do some of the work. So with that, I have my winners. Are you guys excited to hear what this new thing is? Because I'm excited to announce it. Who likes Denise's crunchy black and whites?
Hell yeah.
You guys like my crunchy black and white edits?
That's so sexy.
They are so sexy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who likes my little booty edits?
I do.
Yeah. And those nice bright and airy ones.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
So I'm going to be releasing a 10-pack of Denise presets, Denise Birdsong presets. Yep.
PT.
And Alicia Hodges is going to be making those presets today. Congratulations.
Yay, Alicia! Lucky girl.
The presets are going to be available for all to buy in the near future. And then
Nice.
Amber Michelle Hobar is getting the new styling course. As soon as I have that paperwork, you're going to get that. So congratulations. Woohoo! Awesome. Everybody who's in here, I want to thank you so much for your time. Ladies, I just want you guys to know, I'm just not a single one of these women are being paid or like given anything to be here. They're just here because they believe in the program. And so I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for doing that. I know that you love me, but I also know that you want to build up the boudoir community. And I think you are amazing women. And I'm incredibly proud of every single one of you. I love you. I cannot wait to see you in the next iteration. We got 20 weeks to go. Well, 28 weeks. Here we go. It's going to be so exciting. And I'm really looking forward to seeing a lot of you in the new Strip Down course. I'm ready to grow with all of you guys and be on that journey with you. So we're going to be back tomorrow. We are going to have another set of students in for a live. Dan Ketchman is going to be joining us tomorrow, and he's going to be bringing a male perspective, which is awesome. And we're going to be asking some different questions and talking about some additional things. So tomorrow is in the afternoon. It's going to be a 4:00 Pacific Standard Time. So if 11 was tough for you, you had to hop off, or you just want to hear some more, we're going to be doing tomorrow night. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Girls, I will be talking to you in the next couple of days. We're going to be getting you all signed up for the next iteration because every single one of you are coming back in, damn it. 20 weeks. The stuff that I'm adding, you guys, is freaking bananas. And the guest educators, oh my God, we'll be talking about that on Friday, as well as the business course. I'm super stoked. I love you all so very much. Thank you guys so much for being here. Mwah! To everybody who came and gave me their valuable time, I totally appreciate it. I hope this helped shed some light. We're going to go through the questions. We're going to try and answer as many of them as we can. I know students will probably be answering them as well. And then we will be back to see you guys tomorrow. Everybody, this is always how I end it. Go make beautiful things in the world today. Do that. Go do beautiful things. I love you guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.